Aloha, my name is Jen. I'm actually a resident of the poko area, and I attended a meeting in January for the Oahu General Development Plan update. So I just have a couple concerns that kind of relate to the Ko'olauloa Sustainable Communities Plan. In Chapter 1 of the KLSCP, it mentions things like limited growth, keeping rural character, commercial and residential use, and limiting visitor accommodations in all resort designated areas. As a resident of an area with limited housing, I understand the needs, desires, and concerns of owning affordable homes. But I just wanted to bring to everyone's attention that while you're, while the KLSCP is talking about affordable homes, as does the Oahu General Development Plan, it also is planning or they're looking into building and establishing tourist accommodations in residential areas. That means that your affordable homes may become unaffordable because your property taxes will rise, the land values will be at risk of rising, and essentially affordable becomes unaffordable. Also in the Oahu General Development Plan, it says, and this is, I quote this from the language in the paper of the plan, the City and County of Honolulu will encourage the construction of affordable homes within established low-density communities by such means as ohana units, duplex dwellings, and cluster developments, and that the owners of these affordable housing properties will have to be responsible to assure their affordability. So, aside from having tourist accommodations in your neighborhoods, you're going to live in cluster units that potentially will be owned by groups or developers, not private owners. Not necessarily will we all have yards to play in and kids can enjoy the way we grew up. And then my last thing I just want to add is that, if the North Shore becomes Waikiki, your plan could backfire. Your jobs, if Turtle Bay is not already at 100% capacity at all times, how do you expect to fill 3 or 5 more, huge hotels? And it might deter tourists from wanting to come to the North Shore to spend their money anyway. They'll probably plan to go to Maui or the Big Island because they want to see Hawaii, not Waikiki.